this video I am doing another reapplying my wig video. I mentioned in one of my older videos that I did like 2 or 3 wigs that I tried applying with glue and it just did not work out for me. So I went back to my regular method of using good old Got To Be. So yeah, that's why I'm reapplying them now, and then you just get to see how I reapply my wigs. A lot of people, like I said before, show you just the beginning process but never show you how to apply it once it's already been cut and everything like that. So you do not have to add the clips. I just added the clips for something extra. The hairstyle was super quick, super easy. I love the way it came out. I love the way my makeup came out. So yeah, if you'd like to see this full face as well as my hair, then just keep on watching. Hi guys, okay, so today I am going to be doing a get ready with me, an entire get ready with me. Okay, so the hair is 26 inches. This is how it looks. So here's the thing, this is going to be another reapplying my wig kind of video. If you watched the other one, I reapplied my wig showing you how I do that, and this is going to be the same thing, just simply because, like I said in that video, I tried several times using like using glue. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and apply this cap to my head. Like so, and then I'm not gonna spray my cap down or do any of that, but I am going to apply some makeup to it. Hi guys, okay, so right now I am just applying my wig, just trying to get it situated just trying to get it situated to where I want it to lay before I begin to spray. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, first off, tongue tag. Now I think I'm a rapper. But yeah, so now I'm just pushing back the hair a little bit, and then I'm going to spray the Got To Be underneath the hair. So I realized that this technique is so much better than when I was spraying it kind of like exactly on the hair. Now you still have to comb it out just like I just did there, but it's still not as hard and crusty, dusty like when I would spray it directly onto the lace. So that's a good part. The only downside is just like how you saw, like the Got To Be start running. So sometimes you'll have like a spritz run on your face kind of thing. But if you catch it beforehand, you should be good. So yeah, I just pretty much press it down with my finger, press it down with my comb, anything that I feel like will really lay that lace down. So you just pretty much go from ear to ear and lay the lace spray. You do the blow dryer, and then boom, it's laid. But yeah, I really do like this technique so much better than going in and spraying it on there. So now that it's all out, I'm going to comb out my baby hairs. So with this, I initially thought that I wanted a lot of baby hairs, but then I'm like, nah. So I be wanting to do the little swoop-de-doop that's in like the middle, but whenever I do it, it just never looks right on me. See right there? So I think that I want it right there, but then I'm like, never mind. So I'm just gonna do your standard regular baby hairs that I would like do on my own hair, which is like my little 2 on the side. I had already what's the word, razored my baby hairs, so that's why they're the way they are right now. So right now I'm just going in with just a little bit of Got To Be gel and doing that just because sometimes the mousse works, sometimes it doesn't. And right there today, this day was one of those times that it just did not work for me. So yeah, I just ended up pushing it back and it works out. It's like I didn't see nothing wrong with it. So yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is my baby hairs. Honestly, I could spend so much time on my baby hairs, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of time, we're not going to do that. So yeah, I'm just going really back and forth trying to make sure that each side looks right. So right here, it was just a little bit crusty, but I did go in with some oil and fix that. And once I swooped it and everything, it came out. It was fine. So little trick there, if you want it, like if your hair did get crusty, just apply some oil, like you would to your real hair, and then you should be good. So yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is attempting to fix my baby hairs because that's like for me on my real hair it's easy, but on a wig it's like I don't. I be feeling like the baby hairs make it look super wiggy. You get what I'm saying? Like with my real hair, I don't mind, but with this, it's like man, I don't know. It just looks wiggy. So now I'm just parting my hair, and I'm going to begin to um, flat iron and curl it. So I go in with that wax stick first. What people don't tell you about this, I think it's the Cara wax stick. What people don't tell you is that you have to be extremely careful. Do not put that wax stick so much over your hair because I've done that. I like the way it shines. I like the way it does get your hair straight. But if you put too much of that wax stick on your hair, you will have to wash your hair all over again. It's just not gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like sticky. It's gonna feel like wax. So, from me to you, do not put too much on your hair. So at this point, this is when I realized like maybe I want to do something different than just a middle part. So I'm like, okay, I think I might want to do the little two ponytail thing. Initially, I was like, I might feel like I'm gonna look childish. I already look childish, but I went with it anyway, and I really ended up liking it. So all I did was put a little bit of that got to be on there just to kind of lay down any flyaways that I had, and then I am going in with a rubber band and placing it on there. Honestly, it was so easy. And the good part about this wig was it parted really well. Like some wigs, when you part it, it don't look good parted. But this wig parted very, very well. Like, look at that. When I part it, it looks like scalp. Like it looked like, oh, you got a part in your head. It don't look, it don't look like, nah, leave that down, kind of thing. So yeah, all I'm doing is just applying some rubber bands and I'm gonna curl it. Initially, I was like, maybe I could leave it straight, but I'm like, nah, curl it. It's gonna look better curl. It definitely looks better curl. So yeah, the ponytails were easy. I liked it. At this point, I think it was me like, do you look childish? Let's keep going. So I'm gonna take my curling iron that I got from Walmart, I believe. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Like I still want to invest in a better one. Ooh, girl, just burn myself. But it's not the best. It's not the worst. But I only pay like 17 bucks, so you get what you pay for. The only thing about this curling iron is that it takes a minute for it to feel like it has a grip of the hair. Does that make sense? So like when I put it in there, I feel like the hair kind of slips through the barrel super easy, and it doesn't like really grasp onto the hair the way that I imagine it doing. And it'll do it after a while. Like after I twirl it so many times, it'll grasp onto it. But just initially, it won't. So yeah, that was the only thing. But for 17 bucks, it's definitely getting the job done. If you're on a budget, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's by Revlon, I want to say. I believe so. I'll try to find it and place it down below. I really only pay like between 11 and $17 for these, just because Ulta isn't that far. I mean, it's not that far from me, but it's not as close as Walmart is. So I really wanted some curls with a barrel and not my flat iron. So I just ended up buying these, but I do want to invest in better ones sometime, maybe next week, this week, who knows. Just whatever time, whenever I go back to Ulta, let me say that. So yeah, I'm really just curling. And when I curl my hair, I always curl away from my face. I want to do a dedicated video just on curling because if you're like me, I'm very particular about my curls. And I feel like so many people on Instagram just do not like to show you how they curl hair. And when I tell you I've spent hours, countless hours searching how to curl hair because I want it curled a certain way. Like I like the way like Instagram stylists curl hairs, and they never show me. So now that I've curled my hair, let's move on to makeup. So I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl eyebrow gel. I was finna say by CoverGirl, but yeah, it's by CoverGirl. And I'm just brushing my hairs up. I haven't had my eyebrows waxed in a long time. I was trying to let them grow out just because I wanted to see how far they would grow. At this point, I think they're grown as much as they're gonna grow. So I'm just gonna go in and fill in my brow using the Morphe brow pencil. For that part, I'm going to just outline it, and then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia brow pen and give my eyebrows like those hair-like strokes that you'll see. Now, initially, when you see my brows, it's going to be like, yikes, girl. Like right now, they look kind of scary. It's like, girl, what the are you doing? But it comes together. It really does come together. And the eyebrow pencil thing, like the pen thing, is something that I've been doing forever. If you watched my last eyebrow tutorial, I've been doing like those pen like strokes in my eyebrows forever just because it gives me like hair kind of vibes, you know? So I probably should have like got onto that. But yeah, I've been doing that forever. So that's the only thing. So right now I'm going in, I believe, with the CoverGirl concealer. I can't remember what color it is because it looks nothing um, like the bottle. It comes out lighter than what the bottle is. So keep that in mind. I'll have it listed down below though. But when I bought it, I thought that it was going to be a little bit closer to my skin tone, but it wasn't. Um, but yeah, so all I'm doing is blending that out, and then I'm gonna go in with my, I believe that's CoverGirl as well, primer. This was not supposed to be like all this CoverGirl, but that's just what I've been liking lately. So then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Does anyone feel like they've changed like the coloring and the formula? Like this foundation used to match me perfectly. Like right now it's not the worst still. But I feel like it used to match me so perfect, and now I just feel like it's a little like a smidget too light for me. And my liking, like when I blend it out, it doesn't look bad. Like right now you can look at it and be like, "Oh, girl, that's not bad." But for me, it's like I feel like it used to be a little bit darker. And I've felt this way because I've tried another foundation, and I feel like when they do different lines, like they don't never convert the colors the exact way. But neither here nor there. It's still one of my favorites, but I just felt like it's a little bit lighter. So yeah, all I'm doing is going in between, I'm rotating between my brush and my sponge. I like the way that both blend out my makeup, but I'll go in with my brush sometimes first, and then I'll just kind of follow up behind with my sponge to kind of press it into my skin. So this right here is CoverGirl as well. It's coming up in the tube much lighter than what it is, but this is what I use under my brow, and I promise you in the tube it looks a little bit darker. So I ended up using that underneath my eye, and then I'm also gonna go in with, I believe, Beauty Bakery's concealer, which is just a smidget bit lighter than what this one is. And I use that to just kind of, like, this already brightens up my eye, but just that little bit of lighter concealer brightens my eye up even more. I don't do it all over my face. I really just do it in the corner of my eye to just bring light towards that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that CoverGirl concealer and also apply it to my forehead and my chin, and I'm going to blend it out that way. I do alternate when it comes to my concealer with a beauty blender, and then I also use a brush. The brush that I like to use is from Morphe. I can't remember the name of it, but it is the best. Like, I love that brush to blend out. Let me know down below some of your favorite brushes, because I'm on a hunt for new brushes. Like, I want a completely new brush set. And yeah, so as you see right there, that's when I apply a little bit of that lighter concealer and went in with that brush. And I do this all the time. Well, not all the time, but when I want just a little bit of a brighter under eye look, just to kind of bring more light to the center of my face. So yeah, I don't do it all over my entire face. Like I won't do my forehead or anything like that. So I'm just using this brush to blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever powder, I believe. Come on, girl. Where's the powder? Bam. So I'm going in with my Makeup Forever powder right here. I didn't show you guys. And then I went in with the Makeup Forever powder first, and then I'm going to go in with my translucent powder. So right now I'm just blending out my edges and making sure everything is just going to blend in seamlessly with one another. I do go in with the, what is that, ColourPop setting powder. And now I'm going to use Mamacita by Fenty Beauty. This is one of my favorite bronzers. Like, if you are a chocolate girl, let's just talk about the fact that they are making chocolate girl bronzers. Like, before, you could not, the only bronzer that you could find was the Queen Collection CoverGirl bronzer. And when I tell you, like, you couldn't even find that anymore after a while, I'm just glad that companies are now, like, it's been long overdue that they are making bronzes for chocolate girls. Because it's like, well, we don't like to look bronzed. We don't like to look sun-kissed. I'm confused. So, what I've been doing lately is placing my setting powder over my brows. It gives me a lighter feel to my brows, so that my brows aren't super harsh. I don't do it all the time. It just depends on the look that I'm going for. But trust me, right now it looks like, girl, you got all this stuff on your face, but I promise you, it's gonna blend out. It's gonna not look ashy. It's just gonna look really soft. Like, see, like now they look like soft. Okay, so this is the completed look. I just added the clips just because. You honestly do not have to. So yeah, all of the products that I use will be listed down below. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.